Hello, welcome back to our channel, where we talk about fitness and health. Today we will talk about the myth that eating more protein builds more muscles.
If you've ever stepped into a gym, or even just scrolled through fitness stuff online, you've heard the message loud and clear. If you want to build muscle, you gotta pound the protein. We're talking powders, shakes, bars, chicken breasts for days. The idea is always more is better, right? Well, today we're gonna dig into the science behind something called the protein ceiling. And honestly, it might just change the way you think about your food, your workouts, and building your body. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's just start with a statement that probably goes against everything you've ever been told. Your muscle doesn't grow from protein. It grows from training and recovery. I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, right? In the fitness world, that's almost heresy. But sticking with this idea, just for a minute, is the key to unlocking a much smarter, way more efficient path to building muscle.
So, if it's not all about chugging protein, then what's the story that we've all been sold for like decades? It's a really simple, really powerful, and let's be honest, a very easy to sell idea.
And that brings us right to what I like to call the more is more myth. It's the common wisdom, the thing that everybody just kind of accepts without question. It has driven the entire supplement industry and dictated our grocery lists for years.
And here it is. This is the simple little equation at the heart of it all. More protein equals more muscle. And it makes sense on the surface. Muscle is made of protein, so to get more muscle, just eat more protein. Simple. We see it everywhere, we hear it from everyone, and we've all pretty much accepted it as fact. But what if that whole equation is just plain wrong?
This is where we get to the core of what we're talking about today. This idea of the protein ceiling. And this isn't about, some bro science you hear in the locker room. This is about the scientific reality of how your body actually uses the protein you eat. Okay, so what does the science say? Well, decades of research have pointed to a very specific number, a kind of sweet spot for maximizing muscle growth. And it's this, somewhere between 1.6 and 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight each day. This is the range that your body can actually effectively use to repair and rebuild muscle after you've broken it down in the gym. Which, of course, leads to the million-dollar question, right? What happens when you go over that limit? What's the fate of that extra scoop of protein powder you threw in, or that second chicken breast you forced down? Does it actually supercharge your gains? So here's how it works. When you're in that optimal range, your body is super efficient. It takes that protein and puts it right to work repairing and growing your muscles. Perfect. But once you cross that ceiling, the game changes. That extra protein has nowhere to go for muscle building. Your body's incredibly resourceful though. It's not gonna waste it. It looks at that excess protein and says, okay, can't use this for building, so I'll either burn it right now for energy, or if I don't need the energy, I'm just gonna convert it and store it as fat. The key takeaway here is that more protein doesn't mean more muscle. A lot of the time, it just means more expensive calorie.
So if just chugging protein shakes all day isn't the secret weapon we thought it was, what is? Let's break down the real formula for building muscle, and you'll see pretty quickly it's about a much bigger, more connected picture.
Let's walk through the 4 things you absolutely cannot skip if you want to grow. First, and this is the spark that starts the whole fire, you have to train close to failure. You need to give your body a reason to change, a signal that it needs to get stronger. Second, and this is where the magic actually happens, you have to recover well and sleep well. This is non-negotiable repair time for your body. And finally, number 4, your total daily protein needs to be adequate. See that word? Adequate. Not excessive, not over the top, just enough. Protein is a hugely important piece of the puzzle for sure, but it's only one piece. It needs all the others to be in place for it to do its job. All of this really leads to a huge shift in thinking. It's all about working smarter, not just harder, or in this case, not just eating more. It's a whole new mindset for muscle growth.
So let's just put it all side by side nice and clear. The old way was built on this shaky idea that more protein is always better, but we know now that's not true. The smart way, the science-backed way, is understanding the real equation. The right amount of protein plus the right training stimulus and recovery, that's what equals muscle. It's about synergy, not just stuffing yourself with more stuff.
So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with a question to think about for yourself. Take a good, honest look at your routine, your food, your sleep, what you're actually doing in the gym. After hearing all this, are you focusing your time and energy on the right part of the equation? It's definitely something to chew on.
Thanks for watching. Comment below if you want video on any fitness topic. We will cover that. And subscribe to stay updated and to learn more about your body.